DJ son or booth baddie daughter?
DJ son. I have to like process this for a minute. DJ son or booth baddie daughter?
Hi guys, this is Socialite Tragedies. We're here at the Knockdown Center. We're going behind the booth right now with Eli Escobar, who is one of New York's probably most iconic DJs and a meme expert.
We're at Tiki Disco. It is like 51 degrees and pouring rain on Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, good times. But we have a loyal following and there's people out there dancing and having fun. So yeah.
Okay, so obviously you use a lot of memes to promote. Why did you start that?
I don't have a reason, but so like a lot of people, I find social media to be a very daunting task. And when I started, I opened a club called Gabriela, and I started right away when we opened. I took Thursdays as my night. And I wanted Thursdays to just have a very specific identity to it. And I didn't exactly know what it was, but it had something to do with emotional dance music and sort of like a therapeutic experience on the dance floor. And somehow I started to overshare a bit about my own trauma and struggles in daily life, and I just started like screen grabbing memes from other people, but then I started like adding to them, and slowly I just started making my own, and they were doing so much better than like normal DJ Instagram stuff, which actually was a huge relief for me, because I hated doing that.
Instead of just posting like your face, selfie.
My face, DJ like videos of like people dancing, or me. I never really posted myself DJing. I don't know. I just feel like that's really egotistical.
What do you feel like with the current state of like New York, and people say like New York is dead, like nightlife is dead? Like, how do you feel about that? Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree strongly, and I've been around long enough to know that people have been saying that since forever. There's not ever been a year where I haven't heard people say that nightlife is dead. A lot of times those people are exiting their 20s, and they're their lives are changing. They're like faced with new responsibilities, a lack of a little bit less freedom than they probably had when they were younger. And it's really easy to take your own experience and project it onto what everyone else is going through. And I think New York nightlife is absolutely amazing right now. There's always room for discussions about like what could be better, what could be
What are your top spots right now?
My top spots?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like the easy answer to that would sort of be like, I love Basement. I love my club Gabriela on Thursdays when I'm there. I mean, I love it all the time, but I think that a lot of times the spot might not be as important as the people who are there. I think there are certain places that as the years go by, you might start to take for granted and not rate them. But as a DJ, sometimes I have nights, I had a night at LeBain on Wednesday. I've been playing at LeBain since they opened.
Wow.
Like literally every week since
they've
opened. Hell no. Never.
You've never been in the pool?
I haven't. I'm not trying to do that. But
I haven't either.
I don't have anything against anyone that goes in it though. It's just not my vibe.
I do. What are you doing?
I mean, I have dear friends that have been in that pool, so I'm not going to judge. But I had a night there on Wednesday that like just made me realize, like, not that I had any bad feelings about it, but just like, wow, 15 years later, and I play there on Wednesdays. I've been doing a Wednesday party there forever. And it was just like the best group of people. It was a Wednesday night in New York.
I think I had one of my best nights at LeBain, like ever.
Yeah.
I remember it so vividly. Yeah, it was just like everybody was actually dancing, and I remember just being like, Wow. This is what I thought New York. I was going to be clubbing every night. What it's going to feel like.
Only in New York can you go to a place like that and have people be like, eh.
Right, yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? You're like the best view of all time. There's a pool.
A horse.
Really good music all the time. A roof with, like, I mean, it's crazy.
No, it's
We're
incredible.
so spoiled here.
We are so spoiled.
Yeah.
Here's an important question.
Okay.
DJ son or booth baddie daughter?
DJ son. I have to, like, process this for a minute. DJ son or booth baddie daughter? Does this have to do with, like, nepotism?
No. Like, let's say, like, you weren't a DJ.
Okay.
You could have a choice. You're like, either your son is DJing in New York, or your
daughter's
a booth baddie. She's in Aspen. She's in Montauk.
I'm gonna go with booth baddie.
For real?
Kind of.
Would you encourage people to DJ? Like, are you like, don't do it?
Okay. I love it so much. I really love it, you know. So I would never tell anyone not to do it. I would just encourage people to do it, get into it for the right reasons.
Right.
You know, and hopefully what that is like a desire to connect with people and make them really happy, not for your own ego or for the spotlight or anything like that.
Yeah, and I think that's what so many people do now, because they think that it's like, you know, a pathway to getting girls and like quick money, but obviously that's what's like tainting the industry and kind of.
Oh yeah, and you know, when I started DJing, I didn't really know any DJs, and yeah, but the ones that I got to know as I started going clubbing all the time, and I started to really, you know, make friends in the industry and the scene, the DJs I met were all very awkward, like me, very like not good at getting girls or like even having conversations with people, and we're really just like comfortable hanging out at record stores, nerding out and stuff like that. And I feel like that those are the people you want if you're a dancer or someone who loves music or someone who loves going out clubbing. I think those are the kinds of people you want to provide the soundtrack.
And so I know one of the shows you have this summer, you have a couple really fun looking ones, but you got one at Pacha. What are you thinking? Are you excited?
Yeah. So I'm excited. My thing is like, if a club opens in New York, I want to have at least played it once.
Yeah.
Because I'm so invested in New York City and the landscape here and the culture and all that stuff. So I always like to just be able to say, like, sometimes I'll do a gig and people are like, that's corny, or why are you doing that? And I'm like, I just want to know, like, what the club is like.
No, that's really, like, so many DJs that I'm friends with will be like, oh, I won't play this club because it's like for normies.
I don't think like that. And also a lot of people say that who don't even have that many gigs. And I'm like, maybe you should just do as much as you can. Like, work. And the more different types of people you play for, whether they're normie. I usually feel like people who say normies are normies themselves. I don't know.
That's
It's
real.
like a very
That's
judgmental thing that I feel like is like you're projecting your own insecurity. Yeah. But anyway, you should just play everywhere, because the more types of people you play for, the better you are at knowing what to do for any kind of thing, any kind of party with any kind of crowd. I don't know. I think it's kind of lame to just be like, this is what I do, and no matter where I go, I'm going to do this set or this type of music. Like, I think you need to be adaptable. So yeah, I'm excited to do Pasha because it's going to be, I think it's the opening night that I'm doing. I think.
Whoa.
And I'm going on at 4 a.m, and that's the best time.
I would love to be there. I think I'm hitting my late 20s era where I'm young. But I would love to come.
No, what you do is you go to bed at like 9 o'clock at night, and you wake up at like 2:33, have a coffee, and then you go out.
That is real. When I used to work in nightlife, I did do that, but then I would still be a zombie. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm built different.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm going back to back with my really dear friend Jubilee, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, and it'll be great.
What are your DJ booth like pet peeves?
My pet peeves in the DJ booth don't have to do with human beings. Has to do with like, sometimes you go to a club and they have like super bright lights shining on the CDJs and the mixer.
Right.
I hate that. I'm like, I don't know. I like things dark. I can see, like,
Yeah.
they have those Pioneer, like, the Pioneer mixers and the CDJs have so many lights on them already, and the screens are just getting bigger and bigger. So I don't need like a, old lamp just like blasting bright light into the booth. Aside from that, like, if some clubs like here, when we do Tiki, by the end of Tiki at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, I haven't looked behind me in like 2 or 3 hours because I'm so locked in.
So you just get like in a flow state.
Yeah, and me and Lloyd, who DJs with me at the end, we go like kind of like back to back or whatever. We're just locked in. And sometimes then I'll look behind me and I'll realize there's like 50 people back there.
Right, yeah.
And I don't really care. I'm not like, a lot of times I don't know any of them. I don't even know how they got there. But I don't mind because they're not like bothering me, and I'm just totally focused on music and the people in front of me.
I feel like just from talking with you a little bit, I feel like you care so much, not just with the music, but like you're really respectful of other DJs. And I noticed that I feel like a lot of DJs aren't as respectful. It's like everyone's almost like competition, but I feel like that's how you succeed, right? Is you have to know the other DJs and you have to work with them and grow with them.
I mean, I can talk about all the people that play at Gabriela because we basically wanted to have Gab not be dependent on like who's playing what night. Mm-hmm. We just wanted it to be like a rotating crew of DJs in New York that are amazing, so that kind of like in a little bit of a return to like the 2000s and that era before like the really big superstar DJ era. Mm-hmm, right. Like people just went to clubs because they trusted the club itself, and no one even knew who was DJing or like would look at the DJ or whatever. Sounds crazy, but it happened. I was there. And like, so I just wanted it to be like people would be like, Gab plays really good music. Mm-hmm. And they might not know who's playing that night. So we have like Andy, Arvin T, who's also Bedroom DJ Fantasies. He has a really good meme account. Gina, this woman from Philly who's amazing, and Justin Strauss, who's like a iconic veteran. I don't want to leave anyone out. There's this DJ Lady Harley. Okay. Yeah, she started playing at Gab recently. She's so fun, totally infectious, full of energy. She's great. Yeah.
As my last question would be,
okay,
what advice would you give to a new DJ who really loves, music, but doesn't really know how to break into New York specifically?
Well, okay. I don't want to expose how old I am, but I will tell you guys.
You look fantastic. I would just say.
I will tell you guys that when I started going out clubbing, I was in high school. So if you can figure out the last time New York was that kind of lawless that high school kids could go out clubbing, that's when I was in high school. I started going clubbing in high school, and then in college I went away, but only upstate, to not even upstate really, White Plains. So I still could take the train in and go out on weekends. So I spent a lot of time just being out and getting to meet people. And by the time I had practiced enough in my room and felt like I was good enough, it wasn't so hard for me to get gigs because I already knew so many people in the scene. So I feel like just being out and showing your face and getting to know people is so important. And if you want to DJ at a club, you need to go to that club. Like at Gabriela, we get inquiries from people and they list kind of like the way they play, and I can tell they've never been there because it makes no sense with the music we play. And that makes you feel a little bit like not as invested in actually seeking them out for a booking. Right. And then other people I've seen, they'll come on Thursdays when I'm there and hang out and like eventually maybe ask for a booking. But a lot of times I'll just say, you should play here. You've been here a couple of times now. You get the vibe, And so I feel like that's really my biggest piece of advice. I don't think it makes much sense anymore to be like, go to the record store. I mean, like, nobody's buying records. I mean, some people are, but like,
bring back record stores.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really invest in learning music and getting an amazing library of music, however you decide to play it. Mm-hmm. But I still think the most important thing might be just like being part of the scene, actually integrating yourself into it.
Okay, is there anything else you want to say to Socialite Tragedies Nation out there?
No, I don't know. If you guys have any
Employ
ideas
anything.
what I can do next, because I'm running out of ideas for memes, let me know. I don't.
Crying, me too.
I don't want to go back to posting party recap videos, or like writing like I'm still recovering from last night. Like no, I don't want to do any of that. So I don't know if the meme game runs dry. I've got to think of something else.